Welcome to The Explainer, where we take powerful ideas and break them down into engaging presentations.
All right, so today we're diving headfirst into Marie Kondo's famous KonMari method. We're going to break it down into 4 key parts. First, we'll talk about something called the rebound effect. You know, why clutter always seems to come back. Then, we'll get into her pretty radical idea of a once-in-a-lifetime tidying event. After that, we'll cover the part everyone knows, the spark joy method. And finally, we'll see how this all adds up to what she calls life-changing magic.
Okay, so let's kick things off with a problem I think we can all relate to, right? That feeling that no matter how much you clean, the mess just creeps back in. Marie Kondo has a name for this. She calls it the vicious cycle of clutter.
I mean, have you ever done this? You spend an entire weekend, a whole weekend, just tidying up. And then, boom, a week later, it feels like you're right back where you started. You end up asking yourself, why can't I keep my house in order? Well, you are definitely not alone in asking that. And according to Kondo, the reason why might really surprise you.
You know that conventional wisdom we've all heard? Oh, just tidy up a little bit every day. Well, Kondo says that's a trap. Think about it. If you're tidying a little every single day, you're basically signing up to tidy forever. You never actually finish. You just get stuck in this endless loop, and you miss out on that big dramatic change that actually lasts. And that is why the clutter keeps coming back. It's not because you're bad at organizing or you don't have enough fancy storage bins. Nope. Kondo says success is like 90% about your mindset. It's about a fundamental shift in how you think about your stuff, not just learning some new folding trick. Okay, so if it's all about mindset, then the big question is, how do you change it? And this is where we get to Kondo's first and, honestly, pretty radical idea. Instead of thinking about tidying as this boring, endless chore, she wants you to see it as a special event, like a one-time-only tidying marathon. The idea is to go all in, put your entire house in order all at once. The goal here isn't just a clean house. It's a huge, dramatic transformation that completely resets your brain.
And this quote right here, it really gets to the heart of the whole philosophy. See, it's not just about cleaning. It's really a deep conversation with yourself. When you're forced to look at everything you own, item by item, you're not just asking about the stuff. You're asking about the life you want to live.
And to make this whole thing work, there is one rule that is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to finish getting rid of stuff first. All of it. Don't even start thinking about organizing or, running out to buy cute storage boxes. Not until you've gone through every single thing you own and decided what's going.
Okay, so the first job is to discard. That naturally leads to the million-dollar question, right? How in the world do you decide what to keep and what to toss?
And this is it. This one simple question is your new North Star. You have to forget all those other practical questions we usually ask, like, have I used this in the last year? Or, oh, it feels so wasteful to throw this out. The whole focus shifts away from that kind of cold logic and toward a much simpler, more personal, and honestly, way more powerful feeling. So what does it even mean for something to spark joy? Well, Kondo describes it as a real physical feeling. It's like a little thrill of pleasure you get when you hold something in your hands. And this is key. It flips the script. You're no longer focused on the negative task of what to get rid of. Instead, you're on a positive mission to choose the things you absolutely love and want to surround yourself with.
And it all comes together in this 6-step plan. You can see how it builds on everything we've just discussed. You start by committing, then you picture your ideal life. From there, you just follow the core principles. Discard everything first, do it by category, not by room, stick to the right order, and use that spark joy question as your only guide.
And trust me, that order is super important. You have to follow the sequence exactly. You start with clothes, then move to books, then papers, then what she calls Komo, which is just all the miscellaneous stuff, and you finish with the hardest stuff, the sentimental items. And there's a reason for this. It's designed to be like a workout for your decision-making muscles. You start with the easier stuff, the clothes, to build up your spark joy intuition before you tackle the really tough emotional items. And when you do this, you can discover some pretty wild things about your own habits. Kondo tells this story about a client who, get this,
had 20,000 cotton swabs. 20,000. That's enough for 55 years. It's a perfect example of how we just accumulate and hoard things completely on autopilot.
Now, once you've finally figured out what you're keeping, the storage part actually gets way easier. Let's just take clothes. Kondo is famous for her vertical folding method. So instead of stacking them in piles where you can't see anything at the bottom and everything gets wrinkled, you fold them so they stand up. It saves a ton of space, and you can see everything you own in a single glance. It's kind of a game changer.
But here's the thing. All of this, the discarding, the folding, all the organizing, that's not actually the point. That's not the final goal. It's really just the catalyst. It's what sets the stage for the magic that the book's title promises.
Yeah, putting your house in order isn't the final destination. Think of it as a powerful tool. The real goal is to hit the reset button on your life, to finally create the lifestyle you actually want by surrounding yourself only with things that bring you joy.
So what is this magic she's talking about? Well, people who go through the whole process report these incredible changes that have nothing to do with a clean house. They talk about gaining new confidence in their decisions. They're able to let go of hang-ups about the past or anxieties about the future. And a lot of them say they finally figure out what they really want to do with their lives. It's pretty profound stuff.
There's this really interesting, almost spiritual idea in the book that our possessions actually want to help us. So when you thank an item that doesn't spark joy anymore and you let it go, you're not just decluttering, you're kind of freeing it. And by freeing your old stuff, you make space to receive new things that are a better fit for who you are today. Whether that's new opportunities, new friendships, you name it.
So, let's leave you with this final idea from the book. Putting your house in order is so much more than a chore. It's more like a rite of passage. It's the starting line for the rest of your life. So the only question left to ask is, what will your life be?